Hi, how are you? You're on Cesar Blues channel. And today I've come all the way here to Bologna to try their most traditional dishes. One is super ultra famous and you can probably already guess which one it is. But in today's video I'm going to show you dishes that you may have never heard of before, but that are part of the delicious cuisine here. From the capital of Emilia-Romagna in northern Italy, I come from the south where I tried the food of Sicily, Naples and Florence. And today, well, it's time here, as I said, in Bologna at the highest rated restaurant in town. By far almost 9,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 on Google Maps. It's called Sfogliarina and it's so popular there's always a line at the door. I'm about to get in that line right now, and while I wait, I'm sure my hunger will only grow. It's already making me cramp. I'm going to line up to see what's going on. Well, I'm already inside the restaurant. Let's call it a restaurant. Although actually, the waiter told me this is a pasta factory and that they make all the pasta here, plus it's handmade. And well, they have pasta for sale and also a place where you can try their creations. Which is, well, like this small restaurant where I am right now. The system is really cool. You scan a code that's on the table and write down here on the clipboard what you want to eat. Here's how to order. Scan the code, then write it down on the... And finally, you go to the counter with the slip pay and they bring the food to your table. It's that easy, so let's see what they have to eat here. Let's start with the weekly menu. It says they have fresh pasta made the traditional way. They have capelli del prete stuffed with rabbit. They also have more capelletti stuffed with goat cheese and many other things. Ravioli stuffed with peppers. Tagliatelle al burro, which is made with butter. They offer gnocchi alla sorrentina and risotto. Then there's the traditional menu I've been seeking, led by the Tagliatelle al Ragù, which I'll describe later. They have tortellini again, with butter, lasagna Bolognese Graminia with sausage. That is with sausage ragu, tortellini in Brodo, another classic from here, from Bologna. Then it goes straight to desserts. They have chocolate tenerina, rice cake. They have chocolate tart, rice tart. They also have a chocolate mousse. They have dark chocolate, they have cheesecake, different kinds of cookies. Anyway, the menu is very short, it's already been thoroughly reviewed, and now it's time to start eating. And we start right away like this, with the most famous dish of Bologna's cuisine. The spaghetti bolognese that we know in Spain. They originate from Tagliatelle al Ragù, a fresh pasta made here like the others. Here, the wide rough tagliatelle are perfect for holding the sauce. And the ragu, which is a stew made with minced meat, beef and pork, with a sauté of onion, carrot, celery, tomato, and red wine. This creates the beautiful dish before us. Indeed, the dishes come with a bit of bread, and with this garnish that looks like potatoes. I found it funny that the cutlery comes inside one of these pasta rolls, like a piece of macaroni. And we've also ordered wine, of course, a bottle of wine, in this case, once again, local wine. Poderella Grota, a wine with the Sangiovese Superiore designation of origin, which is a wine from here, from Emilia-Romagna, from this region. And I'm going to try it right now. Well, is it good? Once again, the wine's at room temperature. I requested wine with ice and they gave me a small bowl of ice. Well, they don't have any other way to chill it, and obviously I'm not going to put an ice cube in it. One more day with my mother behind the camera as she joins me on this trip through Italy. Time to serve and taste. Now that the dish is served, I'll mix the sauce with the tagliatelle. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Oh, and pasta with bread? They gave us several pieces, so my mother has some to try. I'm going to try it too. This soft bread they make here, I never would have thought to eat pasta with bread. It's a small salty bread roll. Pretty salty actually. This other thing which I shared with my mother, I don't know what it is. Like some potatoes with mayonnaise. Well, they're cold potatoes with a little sauce underneath. It's like a cream sauce. It's part of the dish. Now let's try authentic Bolognese pasta here in Bologna, okay? Look, I went to try Genoese pesto in Genoa, Bolognese pasta in Bologna, Neapolitan pizza in Naples. Anyway. Well, it's really good, honestly. How tasty is this pasta? Well, it's handmade egg pasta. This pasta never turns out very al dente. I mean, It's a bit undercooked and al dente, but never as firm as with dried pasta. With dry pasta, Italians cook it even less, leaving it firmer. For Bolognese sauce, mainly use a lot of meat. You can tell they cook it for hours, since the flavor, especially the tomato, is very concentrated and reduced. Exactly, the tagliatelle absorbs the sauce well and gets thoroughly soaked. Honestly, it's really good, really good, really good, really good. The portion size is pretty good, huh? And the price? I think it's also because we're right in the center of Bologna. Very good, the salt is perfect and you can taste both the wine and onion in the sauce. These are so good, you'll want more, I'm serious. But today, that won't be a problem since we've ordered plenty of food again. This is just the first dish, but there are several more coming, so I won't take any longer because the next dish is about to arrive. This is another one of the emblems here in Bologna. Their very famous Bolognese lasagna is a dish that originated in the Middle Ages when they were already making layers of pasta called laganum. Over time, the recipe evolved into the lasagna we know today, which, as you know, is made with sheets of fresh pasta, with egg in the pasta and Bolognese ragù. It also has bechamel sauce, and most importantly, it's topped with Parmesan cheese, as you can see here on top, and that's a cheese that's made very close to here, because Parma is less than an hour from Bologna. Lasagna served. The portions aren't huge, I insist, since they just leave you wanting more. Wow, what a monster. It's so well put together. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 6 layers of pasta, huh? Wow. It's so good. It's so good. I've been saying every day that pasta in Italy tastes better. Well, the best lasagnas I've ever had in my life have always been in Italy too. What a show the ragù is. What a show the fresh pasta is. It's so good. What flavor it has. The perfect point, it's not too greasy. I always say I like greasier dishes, but this one isn't too greasy. It also came with the small potatoes I shared with my mom. The side dish is always the same in every meal. I mention it because I notice all the dishes, including ours and others, come with the little bowl of potatoes. This is one of the best lasagnas I've ever had, you know, in my life. And I know I say this a lot in the videos, but I only say it when I really mean it, okay? I have to say it has very little bechamel, almost none. And I think that putting a ton of bechamel on lasagna is something we just made up here in Spain. Or at least, in places I've seen it made, in homes where it's been made for me, or when I make it myself. And lasagna? I rarely say this, since when people ask about my favorite dish, I only mention one, paella. It's my favorite dish by far, but after that, would I say that some pasta dish would be my favorite? Follow. Lasagna or pesto pasta are my two biggest weaknesses when it comes to pasta. Lasagna and pesto pasta are my two great weaknesses, which I would definitely put in second place. Let's continue. And this is the risotto with goat cheese, with tropea onions, with blueberries, and with mint. Well, it's a dish, let's say, from the innovation side, from here, from this place. It's a creamy rice base that's enriched with goat cheese, which is a fresh and slightly tangy goat cheese, to give the dish some sharpness. It also has tropea red onion, this onion from Calabria, from the land of my friend Pino Prestanecci, and it also has a kind of fresh blueberry jam. Again, it comes with potato and another bread roll. This is the main dish they serve, and it looks like a pretty big portion. I'll share this with my mother and try it. It's so creamy, right? Let's try this risotto, the first risotto I've had in Italy during the whole trip. This is so good. What a mix! This is delicious. The risotto is a 10 out of 10. Especially because it has something I really love, which is this creaminess, which some rice puddings also have. And you know, rice pudding is my weakness, especially when it's nice and creamy. What a great combination with the goat cheese, really. The sweetness from the blueberry jam is really interesting. The mirtilli, what a fun thing to try. Well, an innovative dish that also comes with chips as a side. I'm going to try it now with some tropea onion. You can't imagine how many tropea onion stands there are on the road when you pass through Calabria. Isn't it hard to believe that so many people are buying onions? It's delicious. It's a sweet onion with a designation of origin. Amazing. What else can I say? Amazing. Such a fun risotto. It's a rice with a slightly long grain, very thick. It's probably carnaroli rice. Just like they do with pasta in Italy, the grain of the risotto is a bit al dente but very creamy. Rice that is stirred as it cooks precisely to achieve this creaminess that comes, among other things, when the rice releases its starch. With bread. It's a bit strange, but it allows me to enjoy one of my favorite parts, which is wiping the plate with bread. Hey, you won't believe it, huh? But these dishes are filling me up and there are still more to come. Let's continue. And this is a dish I've never eaten in Italy, but here you have to try it. Absolutely, because it's one of the signature dishes of Emilia-Romagna cuisine. Tortellini in brodo. Well, tortellini is this pasta that wraps around a filling made of pork, cured ham, mortadella, parmesan, and a hint of nutmeg. The authentic way to serve them is like this, in a clear capon or chicken broth. That's the portion you get. Potatoes and bread again. As usual, I'm sharing with my mother and we'll try them. I'll start with the potatoes, since I'm already a fan. It's a boiled potato that's cut and then grilled. And well, here I go with the tortellini in brodo, with this very clear broth. It looks really good. Oh, the broth is so good. The broth is so good. I love drinking from the container. Let's check the tortellini. I don't eat them often. It's not part of my usual diet. Well, they're good, that's all. Aside from the surprise of this presentation, they're the same tortellini I've had before. They have some cheese and ham and taste great. Their handmade shape is obvious. It's something that's tasty, but if I had to say it's not the dish I would order again. The portion is quite big, huh? It seems like it has more than the other dishes. In fact, I'm telling you, between my mom and me, hey, we were satisfied with the dishes, huh? Are there still more to come? I never imagined I'd eat tortellini with broth here, especially with these dishes and everything. If they serve this at Christmas, it's a great starter. You typically prepare this at home with your family over some time. And well, above all, I would highlight the broth in this dish, which is really tasty. The broth isn't greasy, but it's not completely fat-free. I like that it has some fat. I like it when I go out to eat and the food has what it needs to have. The calories it should have and the heartiness it should have. If I want to eat lighter, I can do that at home on other days. This time I'll save the bread for the next dish because there's not much to dip it in here. I had never tried this one before either. Graminia with sausage. It's also a typical dish from here in Bologna, Graminia. It's this short, curly pasta that they say is perfect for picking up the sauce and for offering a smooth but firm texture. It's served with a ragù made from fresh sausage, crumbled and slowly cooked with onion and a little bit of tomato. This time it includes a spatula and potatoes that look different, likely due to mayonnaise and paprika. The small cracker with the pasta catches my eye. It's curious. No bread, just this. Anyway, I'm going to break it and share it with my mother here. Oh, it's so hard. It's a bread that's made with a mold. It's really hard. Like I said, I'm going to share it and try it. Look at how this looks. Honestly, I don't know how it's going to taste. It smells really good. This is delicious. The dough is unique. Does it have spinach? Is that why it's green? That's interesting. It reminds me of one of the first simple recipes I made as a kid. This is sausages in wine. Brown the sausages, add white wine, and poke them to release fat. And there were people who didn't eat that mix of wine and fat, but obviously I loved it, especially dipping bread in it. Well, it seems like something similar, right? It has that taste of white wine, the fat from the sausage mixed with the pasta. Eating this with bread feels a bit strange to me, but well, I'm gonna try it. The bread is very strange, like very dense, as if it doesn't have any yeast. When they put the pasta in a container like this, it looks like there's less than there actually is, huh? The thing is, this invention is good. I like it. I'm not sure about this bread cake. Honestly, I just don't think it works with the pasta or by itself. The edge is really hard and the inside is kind of spongy. How about these patatas bravas? I think this is mayonnaise, right? It's just mayonnaise with some paprika. Oh, my patatas bravas. When I return to Madrid, I might visit downtown Barcelona for bravas. The best I've ever had. Let me remind you that they bring me these patatas bravas for the sauce, but honestly, they're nothing alike. These ones, like I said, are boiled and then maybe grilled or something like that. Completely cold potato. Pasta with red wine, pasta with bread, pasta with potatoes. Amazing. Italians sure make unique mixes. Well, plate finished. I think that's how you say it in Italian when you're done. But what a pale bread. It's just so hard. Someone might say to me, hey, how do you not know that this bread is called such and such, that it's typical, that it's... Well, what do you want me to say? It's a strange bread, but as always, I turn flaws into virtues. With a good touch, everything improves. Let's continue. And this is torta di riso, the most iconic dessert of Bologna. This cake is a popular dessert that used to be made in the homes of Bologna, especially at Easter and during local festivals. Now, like other things, it's made year-round. Its base is very simple. Rice slowly cooked in milk with sugar, lemon peel, and a touch of liqueur. This is the Bolognese pinza, a traditional Bologna dessert. A dough that is covered with Bolognese mostarda, which is a jam made from cooked fruits and then rolled up. When baked, it turns crunchy outside and juicy inside. Great with sweet wine. How is this a little step? That is, a wine made with dried grapes to concentrate the sugars of the ripe fruit. A muscatel, perhaps. These are the desserts. GME. Let's try the Bolognese pastry. That's good. Good, sweet, crunchy outside. I think it has raisins, red fruit, and pine nuts inside. So delicious and crunchy. Let's see. It's a sweet wine that's between a sherry and a muscatel. I like it a lot. Let's see. How about the torta di riso? Wow, a cake made with rice. What a curious shape it has. That's good. That's interesting. It's like rice pudding inside a sponge cake. It has a syrup that soaks it, which is delicious, a really moist sponge cake. It also has almond liqueur. Wow, honestly, the dessert is really delicious. Really, 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 really good. I'm not sure which I like more, but what I like most is that you made it here. Remember, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big super like. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit the big bell to get a notification when a new video comes out. Thank you for joining me on this amazing trip through Italy, where we filmed videos in Sicily, Naples, Florence, and Bologna. From north to south and back, a great gastronomic journey across this delicious country. Thank you for everything. See you at the next restaurant. Goodbye, goodbye.